Just moments ago, Neil Kerley made a move and he pulled Pryor from the ground, and Greg McAdam goes on. So he's ringing a few changes. 12-18 to 11-7. Crucial game, as we've mentioned, for West Adelaide, particularly for the Bloods, as they've lost their last 4 after having a great start to the season. Central District have won 5 and lost 3 this year. They were in 4th position to the West Adelaide camp. They'd be happy with the situation at the moment, and the Bloods in 5th spot before today's game. Leon Grosser, who has done some magical things. McKinnon, big kick by McKinnon, almost the mark. Vodka goes very wide to the outer side, and Barch has taken a big mark again, and under the conditions, the swirly breeze, that was truly sensational. Short pass, and this young man, Philip Bayes, is also lifting. Hasn't kicked a goal yet, but he's done some very useful things since coming on in the 3rd quarter. A long way out, but he'll put this right into the teeth of goal. No, he decides to go short. Poor checking, Central District. Carl Herbert, who's about 10 metres further in front, and he's also directly in front. He hasn't kicked a goal yet. 10.5 minutes gone in the last quarter. It's getting dark, it's getting colder. And Herbert's kick is not a good one. It goes across the face, almost a mark there to the Bulldogs. Vodka's happy to see it go through for a behind.
Well, 4 marks to the Bloods. They've slowed this game down a bit, and this is the way they're going to win it today.
Well, that point there to West Adelaide made it exactly 3 goals to difference. So Central District have to kick more than 3 goals and keep West Adelaide scoreless for the rest of the term to win it. And they're fighting hard at the moment. Well, Patterson appeared to mark that, but the free kick has gone the way of Bubner. But West Adelaide are fighting hard in the early part of this last term. Down to the centre wing, Mandamaker versus O'Donoghue. Mandamaker with good use of the body, has taken the mark. He's come a long way from centre half forward though. He kicks to that position, the lead of Coffey, through his fingers. Half forward line, Central District in attack. Desperate West Adelaide defence holds them up. 12 goals, 19 West Adelaide, 91 points. Central District's 11 goals, 7, 73. 11.5 minutes gone in the final term. Still plenty of footy left. Mandamaker got high, but he's put it out in front of Leon Grosser, working it cleverly towards the boundary line. McAdam gives away the free kick, and that was beautifully done by Grosser.
Yes, he very low to the ground as Leon Grosser kept the ball in front of him well.
So Leon Grosser looking down towards the centre wing.
One of the rare mistakes McAdam has made. Bubner.
And he could be the player between the West Adelaide victory and defeat. He's played very well the last quarter and a half, Bubner.
Centre wing. Puts up a long kick. Miller, no, O'Donoghue. Knocked it away into the waiting arms there of Grosser. Back it goes to Krieg. Krieg's kick is a shocker, and it's out of bounds, I feel, on the full. Yes, it is. So a bad mistake there. He was under a lot of pressure, though, and it just went off the side of his boot. And it'll be Ebert who puts it back into play. From behind Bennett, Carl Herbert takes the mark in front, though, from the back pocket. Now he's got to find someone, and he's looking out here for Shaw. Patterson with a set. Well done. Well, he made a mistake earlier on in this quarter, but he's done some very good things late. Trying to redeem himself and lift his side, trying to get a win in 5 games. And the way they're going, they could well do it. But as John said, plenty of footy left. Holding the ball. Free kick going Filkey's way. West Adelaide starting to charge forward.
Now across the ground, finds Belton. He has Bayes on the half-forward line, but goes deeper than that. I'm not sure who he was looking for. That's all Central back there. Graham gets the handball out. Finds Stephen Lally, who comes inboard and finds Schwert. Quickly on to the free-running Chaplin. Loose on centre wing. Pushes it in towards the right forward pocket. Greg McAdam's down there. Sorry, it's Eddie Hocking. But he's beaten to it by Nichols. Oh, well done, Nichols. Good handball too to Burgess. And probably the best player on the ground picks out Paul Belton. And Tony Burgess has certainly played a wonderful game. And Paul Belton, of course, is playing his 250. And wouldn't he love West Adelaide to win? Down to Bayes. Handball out from Central. Goes to Chaplin. Down to the half-forward line. Good handball. Bubner. From half forward, he goes long towards full forward. Dropping back is Coffey, uses the body, plays on, has the kick at goal, and indicating it came or hit above the knee.
Yes,
and therefore can't be a goal.
Justice, but I felt Coffey pushed Winter in the back for the start, and really should have been paid the mark.
So the kick in finds Peter Winter, and a bit of a let-off there for West Adelaide. Shaw, half-back line, gets the kick in. Carl Herbert couldn't take the mark, but beautifully Shepherd Patterson lets Carl Herbert run down to half-forward. There's the pass, Clayton Lamb. Well done. Good running football from West Adelaide, from deep in defence down to Clayton Lamb, and well, he's been quiet for a couple of quarters.
Yeah, one of the good things there, Carly Herbert had 3 options then, so it goes to show that West Adelaide forwards are now starting to move around.
Clayton Lamb has kicked 4 goals, and this one's long to the square. The Breeze holding it up, big pack. Out the back of the pack it goes. The race is on. Young Denneman gets to it, keeps it in cleverly, but Central work it out. Good handballs from Sullivan. Now on to Lally. Short pass. Free is Bubner. Peter Bubner, he's had a big second half. Gets it inboard. Good kick to Brady. Plays on after just ducking under a swinging arm and kicks in towards Coffey. Can't take the mark. Good work by Peter Winter. Got it to Burgess. Still at half-back. He's set upon by 3 attackers. Holding the ball, they say. And I think it'll be really Mandy Maker to take it.
Yeah, that's that ball again. Look at Burgess. He's not very happy with the decision, and perhaps I wouldn't be either, but the umpire said holding the ball. And you see Rudy Mandy-Maker lining up for his 4th goal in the game and a 2nd for this quarter.
It's a long way out from goal, but he does have the favour of a following breeze. The angle is very slight. I would say he's going to need a kick. Will be kicking from about the 50-metre mark, so he should make the distance. Central at the moment are trailing by 17 points. The kick will make the distance. We'll wait on the accuracy. It's not there. It's a minor score only. Central District edge a little bit closer. They move to 11 goals 9, but West are on 12 goals 19. Donahue. McKinnon plays on. Shepherded well. He's got to get the handball away. The run is there with Nichols, who left it behind but recovers. Shepherded by Lamb. Centre wing now. Pushes it in towards Patterson. His marking has been telling today, Paul Patterson, and he takes that under extreme pressure, and that'll be 15 metres.
And that was a good kick by Nichols, a beautiful kick. Weighted it extremely well, and there you see Patterson was dealt with severely after he marked that ball, but he's quite happy. He's got the free kick, and he'll put this right up in the goal square.
He's deep in the right forward pocket, still a good 45, 50 metres from goal. So there's the long kick by him. The side is leading by 16 points at the moment. Into the square it goes, but Gilbert McAdam, dropping down in defence, takes the safe chest mark. 15-metre penalty. So, state of the game, 17 minutes gone in the final term. The difference is 16 points. Centrals have the advantage of the breeze, but West are holding on gamely. Bubner, Cree, McKinnon also working hard, and he loves these sorts of conditions in games, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a real bull terrier, is Robbie McKinnon. He's strong, loves to get on the bottom of the packs and ferret the ball out.
So the attacking end of the centre square for West Adelaide. Eddie Hocking. Put the handball out to Brady. Gets himself a little bit of space. Kicks to the half-forward line. And to make it behind O'Donoghue. Oh! He had the beautiful run in, jumped up, got to sit, and he's taken a beauty.
A superb mark, and he's played really well since he's gone to centre-half forward. A good move by Coach Kerley, and he fancies himself from here. He's a big kicker of the ball, but geez, a long way out.
Well, it's going to need at least a 55-metre kick, 60 metres perhaps, from where he'll kick the ball. There's the lead from Greg McAdam. It's been ignored. There's the kick. It's long and it's strong, doesn't quite make the distance. Barch tries to tap it through, but Lally sweeps on the crumb. Clever handball to Schwert, left forward pocket, lines him up, he's put it through. He's put it through. That's a lovely goal by Schwert. That's his 2nd, and the difference now is only 10 points in favour of West.
Well, a good goal there to Central. A huge mark there by Rudy Mandermaker. He kicked the ball long into attack, and the crumbing by Schwert was excellent. There you see him on your screen running back to his wing position. His battle with Randall Bennett today has been a very absorbing duel, and I'd say at this stage the points about even.
Pretty line ball, Dexter. I'd have to agree there. But the state of the game once again, coming up to the 19-minute mark of this final term. So there's probably still Another 11 minutes or so left in the game, and there's 10 points the difference in favour of West Adelaide. Oh, Bayes crashes over the top. The crummer is Eddie Hocking. Cleverly gets around a player, puts it out in front of Chaplin. Beautifully done. Chaplin's taken the mark, and he's been a lively player.
Yes, he's had some good passes, good passages of play. Has Chaplin, 4 goals to his credit.
Short pass. Greg McAdam accepts it, and that's looseness by the West Adelaide defence.
You wonder why a player of McAdam's ability and capabilities is allowed to get that loose. He had nobody within 15 metres of him.
There's the West Adelaide interchange players warm him up, but the actions with Greg McAdam. They trail by 10 points at the moment. Make that 4 points as Greg McAdam puts one through. That's his first goal. And Central moved to 12 goals 9. 13 goals 9, trailing West 12 goals 19.
Yes, McAdam's first goal for the game, and couldn't have been a more important one. And last week against Glenelg apparently came onto the ground in the last quarter and was instrumental in the Bulldogs' win over Glenelg.
He is a very good and very clever player. Well, it's been an absorbing final term so far. West Adelaide looked good. They were holding off the attack of Central District, and in fact scoring against the breeze, but Central now have come back strong, and the difference is only 4 points. Burgess from half-back kicks it out towards the grandstand side centre wing in front. Oh, gee, Grosser, I think a little bit lucky to be paid that one. I think it came out of the hands of Scott Lee first. But it's with Grosser down towards Patterson, in front of Van Dommel once again, or in fact Sullivan on this occasion. And his height has been a worry for the Central defenders. There's the pass towards Denham, and up he goes, punched away. Bayes flicks out the handball to Grosser. Cleverly, centre half forward, breaks the tackle, gets it to Barch. Tried to get a kick away. Good smother by Lally. He's tackled without the footy and will take the kick at centre half back.
Well, it's very willing and very hard in there at the moment, and both sides struggling to get a clear 17 and get a clear free ball.
Stephen Lally swings at grandstand side. Sullivan is spoilt by Patterson. Play on's the call, but Patterson's tackled high. Now it's play on as umpire Harrison lets him go. Ebert puts it down towards Shaw, who's spoilt. And the ball is over the boundary line on the right half forward flank for West Adelaide.
And right where West Adelaide would want it, up in their forward line. They've got to hold it up there for another 10, maybe 8 minutes to ensure a victory.
West Adelaide fighting hard against the breeze, holding on to their 4-point lead as Bayes puts it down to Denneman, spoiled by Botka. Scott Lee the crummer, Cleverly to Schwerk. So a bit of breathing pace for Central. Down to the centre wing, Van Dommel and Bennett in front. Plenty of courage as Van Dommel came in behind, wins 15 metres.
Yeah, it was a very courageous mark by Randall Bennett. That's been a hallmark of his game over his many good years with West Adelaide. Plays in front and has got a good pair of hands.
Right half forward flank. The lead is from Neville Shaw in the pocket. And he finds him. Lovely kick. And West Adelaide just have to keep the ball up there. Keep it out of the danger zone. Deep out on the boundary line in the right forward pocket. In fact, halfway down to the half forward flank. Need a strong kick to put it out in front of goal, which he does. Patterson got one hand to it. Couldn't complete it. 20 metres out from the West Adelaide goal. Schwert to Jonas, who's now back in defence, goes long to the centre wing. And the maker. Well, since he's come out to centre half forward, as Dexter said, it's been a telling move from Coach Kerley. And now the long kick into centre half forward. Bubner behind in front. Winter, a great mark.
Strong mark by Winter, and there's Bubner, not very happy there. He felt it should have punched the ball away.
West Adelaide desperately holding on to this 4-point advantage. Central District, with the aid of the breeze, need to get things going. Bennett to Ebert is clever. Down towards the half-forward line, Shaw behind Scott Lee. Cleverly done, Shaw. Used the body, backed into the opponent, breaks away. Bayes at centre half-forward. Thought about playing on, but I think intelligently held it up. Young Bayes came onto the ground early in the third term. Hasn't kicked a goal as yet, the ex-Queenslander. And this will be a difficult one. He's still kicking into a strong breeze. He's 50 metres out. The left foot is underway. It'll go to the square. Coffey in position takes the mark.
It's disappointing from the Bloods' point of view. Twice now the ball's has landed in the square and Central players have marked unopposed. They've got to get their big fellas back there to contest these marks.
23.5 minutes gone, so it suggests we've got about 6 or so minutes left in this game, 6 or 7, and it's quite intriguing. Gilbert McAdam got high and spoilt. Now does the crumbing, got it across to Krieg, down to half forward. Oh, well done, Ebert. He had to win that ball. If it had run past him, Central were away. Cleverly out to Belton, the 250 game man on the outer side centre wing, puts it to Denneman. couldn't quite get to it, but guides it to the boundary line.
Yeah, well, that's exactly where he'd want it at this stage. Hold the play up, let the Bloods players get back to their position and settle things down.
Well, coming up 24 minutes, still holding on to a 4-point advantage west as Clayton Lamb puts them deeper into attack. Jonas under it, thumps it away. Gilbert McAdam held without it, now called to play on. Gavin Chaplin. Through the centre he goes, brings it grandstand side to the lead of Mandamaker. Well done. Ooh, could have got on to Pryor, but he's decided to go back. Bubner's down at full forward. The long kick is in that direction, but the whistle is gone, and it's 15 metres.
Oh, could be a crucial 15 metres too. Mandamaker could just about kick it from here.
He's kicked 3, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the final, and that's Perugini coming off.
Actually, Perugini on, and the first game player in Denneman having a spell.
So Denneman, who hasn't had a big game, the second half was better than his first, but Perugini is now on. He's gone into the forward line, but the action is with Rudy Mandamaker. He's kicked 3. His side currently trails by 4 points. And he's kicking from about 45 metres out directly in front. What an important kick. Can put the Dogs in front. Wait on the goal umpire. No, he hasn't. So the difference is now 3 points in favour of West Adelaide.
And the West Adelaide supporters breathe a big sigh of relief. And now the Bloods have got to get the ball down to their forward line and try and hold it in that area.
Well, time's ticked over into the time-on period. As the kick in from Winter found McKinnon. And he kicks down to his half-back line. Gilbert McAdam up high, couldn't do it. Dives on the ball desperately with O'Donoghue. And it's desperation stakes, Dexter.
Oh, fantastic. And McAdam there, young Gilbert McAdam up for the mark and quickly diving on the ball. Great recovery by him.
3 points the difference. Half-forward line for Central District, grandstand side. Herbert tried to get it to the boundary, but McAdam kept it in. Bounces over the heads of the players. Coming out Winter, stolen. Graham trying to get through. Look at the desperation. Ebert emerges with it, holding the ball.
No. Well, look at Craig Ebert on the ground there. He's nonplussed, as are all the West Adelaide supporters here at the moment. But and not a very happy fellow on the screen either. But really, the decision was a quick fire. He's let them go all day, the umpire, and on that occasion, to West Adelaide's disadvantage, has paid the free kick to Mandamaker. And once again, he's shooting from 50 metres out, and maybe this time he might put it through.
He's gone back a heck of a long way to make the attempt. He must have gone 20 metres back from the man on the mark. As the West Adelaide supporters boo. The difference is 3 points. Mandamaker, what can he do? It's long, it's strong, it's straight. He's put the Dogs in front. They've hit the front by 3 points after a questionable decision. That's his 4th goal. Central 14 goals 10. West Adelaide 12 goals 19.
Well, that's his 3rd shot. Mandamaker's had this quarter from that distance. On that occasion, he kicked it when it was most wanted. And Centrals have now a 3-point break over the Bloods. And now it's a very important time for West Adelaide. Their character and their toughness of mind is going to be put to a test now.
Inaccuracy by West Adelaide in the first 3 turns has cost them fairly dearly so far.
Yes, and well, that's past now. The next couple of minutes is going to be very important.
Well, the challenge is right down now to West Adelaide. Can you come back after leading all day? The Dogs have got the nose in front and they've got the advantage of the breeze. But it's O'Donoghue repels that attack. Down to half forward, off hands. Sullivan in position for Central. Clayton Lamb applying the pressure to the boundary line. Centre wing, grandstand side.
Listen to the crowd.
Well, we've played nearly 3 minutes of time on. The difference is only 3 points. It's in favour of Central. West have virtually led all day until the last few minutes. Beautiful smother. Oh, look at the desperation on the half-forward line by the West Adelaide players. They keep the ball in the area, but they have to get it down against this breeze and score a goal to get back in front. They trail by 3 points. Just over 3 minutes of time on gone. There's the tap. McKinnon. Now West Adelaide. Can you do it? No, because this one's fallen in the arms of Scott Lee, who repels the attack. Down to Mandamaker. Taps it down in front intelligently to Philip Graham. Clever pass. Greg McAdam loose at half-forward left. Well, in fact, he's between half-forward and the left-forward pocket. And will certainly get the ball into the square. They'll have to put it out in front of goal. Let the breeze do its work. There's the short pass. The lead is from Gavin Chaplin. He's accepted it. Well, surely he'll have no problem with the distance here, Dexter. He's only about 30 out.
And he's on the right side of the ground too, and he's been a good player for Central today. 4 goals already, lining up for his 5th, and if he kicks this, it'll seal the game for the Bulldogs, I feel.
I tend to agree with you. With 4 minutes of time on gone, here goes the shot. The breeze bends it around. Beautifully done by Gavin Chaplin for his 5th goal. What a contribution by the former Western Australian Rover. Central District moved to 15 goals 10, leading West 12 goals 19.
And there's a very happy Gavin Chaplin running back to the centre of the ground with a pressure kick. He did it so well. But set up by Mandamaker. His tap down to Graham was superb. Knew he couldn't mark the ball, tapped it down, and the long kick found eventually that Chaplin had a shot for goal, putting the Bulldogs 9 points in front.
Yes, that's a fair sort of a difference. We must be in the closing moments of this game. There's 29.5 minutes gone. Bart's working well in the centre. Patterson trying to get the tap out. He was tackled too high in doing so and receives the free kick. Attacking into the centre square. Kicks it in. Clayton Lamb under it. But jostling, and out the back it goes, marked comfortably by Scott Lee. Drives it out towards the grandstand centre wing. Sullivan takes the mark as the siren goes. Well, the Dogs get up in the dying moment. Inaccuracy has certainly been a problem for West. Central's 15 goals 10, 100 have defeated West 12 goals 19, 91.
And West Adelaide in front right throughout the game until the point where it counts, of course. That's the final siren. 15-10 to 12-19, as John Robinson mentioned. A winning margin there to Central District by 9 points. Chaplin for